Hey guys, Ash Lane here, doing something a little bit different. Okay, a lot different. I normally bring Clash of Clans and other games strategy, but today it struck me that I never really connected with my audience on a personal level. I've been doing this for 2 years now, and besides, a few quick videos here and there, live videos, I've never done vlogs, and I've never really shared anything about myself. And I'm not so pretentious to think that you guys care so much about my life either, but at the same time, I do want to do that today. I want to connect with you guys a little bit, and I do think I have a really great message to share with you guys. And I don't say that in a fantastical sense or in a hyperbolic sense. I really do think that I have something to share with you guys, and that's what I want to do today. So let's get to it. It's going to be a little bit of a depressing story. It's basically the last 5 years of my life. It's going to start out depressing, but I promise you it has a pretty happy ending. So stick with it, and maybe you'll, hopefully take away something out of this story. And it's my story. So my real name is Tim, not Ash. I know it's funny and mind-blowing to some of you guys. I know I tell my clanmates my real name about a year, maybe 6 months ago or so. Actually, someone outed me as being Tim, and they're like, "What? Your name's not Ash? Mind blown, right?" But no, my name is Tim, and about 5 years ago now. I've been playing Clash of Clans for 3.5 years. I've been YouTubing for about 2 years. So we're gonna go a little bit before that, and something really tragic happened in my life. And I know a lot of you guys have had bad things happen in your life, and maybe you're young. Maybe you're old, maybe you're in your 20s, 30s, or teens, but you're going to have some bad stuff happen to you in life. Everybody does, and I just want to share my story of how I got through it and how you guys helped me get through it. And I don't say that lightly, I really mean that. So here I go. I'm gonna share with you guys. So let's get ready. Let's do it. So 5 years ago, suddenly, very suddenly, life was looking amazing for me, right? I have a great job, still have that job, government job in the U.S., and things were going great. I had a great family, very tight-knit, and I was engaged to be married. We had the wedding booked and ready to go. So things were looking good, and then suddenly my world came crashing down. My mom, who I was very close with, was diagnosed with stage 4 lung cancer suddenly. Non-smoker, 48 years old, beautiful, awesome, amazing woman, and still miss her obviously today. And it was very tragic. She passed away very suddenly, and it was pretty fast. And my life got turned upside down. I fell into a depression. Me and my fiance split up. I felt very alone, very alone. I felt like my world was never going to be the same, and truly it never was. But time does heal wounds, it does, and I think about my mom every day, but still I'm doing much better, and it's because of you guys. It's a large reason. I know it sounds corny that a YouTube channel helped save me. It sounds weird, and it sounds silly almost, but it's true. And so after my mom passed away, we found out that, like I said, a healthy, non-smoker, beautiful, active woman. And after she passed away, we found out it was because of a very rare genetic mutation called THR790MET. It's a variation, a mutation in your genes. And then I got tested for it, and I had the mutation. So that was pretty awful too. My mom was a nurse, so I always turned to her. My inner hypochondriac would always turn to her and reach out, and when I had any kind of health problem, because I always thought I was dying of something, And just to fast forward a little bit, I got screenings and stuff at Dana-Farber in Boston, great hospital, and the same doctor who treated my mom, actually. And I got screenings, and would you believe it, 32 years old at the time or so, and after my mom passed away about a year later, I found out that I had early lung cancer in my lungs. So little, small, tiny nodules. So I thought I was gonna die, and I got into a very dark place in life, and I still am at times, but YouTube helps me, and not just YouTube, but like my friends in real life and the community in Clash of Clans and the distraction. So they really helped me through that time, and I know some of you guys might be going through bad times of your own, you know, either it might be health issues, it might be relationships, it might be, I don't, you know, there's so many things bad things that could happen in life. You know, you could have a loved one pass away as well, someone who you're really close to, or you might have a condition of your own, you know. So I thought I was dying, and I still kind of do. I'll be honest with you guys, you know. I told you the first part of this was going to be dark, but hopefully we'll come through at the end. So it was pretty tough, you know. It was rough, but I found out after a year of scanning, you know, at regular intervals, that it wasn't really growing fast. So it's very early stage cancer. So we're just monitoring it right now. We're not, I'm not being treated at all. And this was about 7 months ago. Well, about a year ago, this happened. So while I was around maybe 30 or 40,000 subscribers, this happened to me, and that was really, really tough. But you know what? I mean, oftentimes in life, in my opinion, you do need distractions, you know, and I don't think that distractions is necessarily always a good thing, but it's important to have a purpose and a connection with the community in life, you know, and there is more than just YouTube saved me from cancer to this story, right? And there's something I wanted to really tell you guys today. And it's such a simple message that I fear that it might not be received from you guys. But I've always tried, you guys who know me, you guys know me if you've seen the channel for a while, right? But I've always tried to be so kind to people, both in the community. It's hard sometimes. I mean, I know there's going to be comments below. Some, I don't care about you, Ash, or whatever, you know? And it's really hard to turn the other cheek sometimes, but you have to be kind to people in life. You don't know what they're going through, you know? And I don't mean me. I don't mean be kind to me. Because when you put yourself out like this publicly, like I'm doing right now, sure, you open yourself to a little bit of criticism. I'm talking about the strangers who you don't know, or someone who you might be trolling because it's funny, or because other people do, or it's a bully, or a bully's picking on somebody and you just laugh and don't do something. I was bullied in high school, you know, and it was tough, you know, it was tough. I used to dread going to school sometimes, and it was, you know, I was a little gaming nerd still in high school. I was playing NES 8-bit and stuff, and it was tough, and you know, I got through it just like all kids do, you know, everybody goes through tough times, but at the same time, not everybody's that strong, you know, not everybody, it's so easy to break people, and it's so easy to be mean or passive or indifferent to people in life. So it's very important to be kind to people, and that's the underlying message. And what helped me through my tough time, and right now I'm doing pretty well, you know, and it's because of you guys, because there are, for every negative comment I get, or every negative criticism, or someone, you know, saying something negative, I get 100 positive messages, and that has been such an impact on me, you know. I'm not changing the world here. I'm putting out strategy videos for YouTube for Clash of Clans, Clash Royale, and Gods of Olympus. But ultimately, I really enjoy it, so I feel like I'm doing something I'm passionate about. Make a little bit of money, but it's really just a hobby, and that's how I've always treated it, you know, and that's a great way to treat things. But you know, you guys know I like to ramble, right? So I'm kind of rambling now. I don't have anything preset that I'm going to say today. I just wanted to deliver the message, but that community really helped me be strong. You guys helped me through my tough times, and it's because of your kindness. So you never know what someone's going through, right? So whether it be a YouTuber, all right, maybe not YouTubers, but whether it be the guy next door or the kid in class who's being picked on, today, at least today, you can do one day. It's hard to have a message like this stay with you every single day because you forget about things, right? But just today, that's all I want. For me, even if you don't like me, just today, do one good thing for somebody. It's not that hard. You could buy a coffee for somebody in line ahead of you, getting coffee or something. You could just help an old lady across the street. Or you could do something even smaller and call a loved one that you haven't talked to in a long time, and just tell them that you love them and you're thinking about them, you know? Because like, those phone calls, when you look back, they can mean the world, you know, because you can have fame and fortune, and you can be, you know, PewDiePie, you can be the #1 YouTuber in the world, you could be a movie star, you could be a singer, whatever your dream is, And you have to realize that at the end of the day, all that matters was the people and experiences you had in life. That's it. You can't take anything with you. I know it's a cliche, but it's so true, right? It doesn't matter what you do in life. You need to embrace the people you really care about. Don't neglect them. Remember to tell them that you care about them. And be kind to strangers. The world is a rotten, mean place. But we all have the ability to be friendly, nice, and kind to one another to try to make our little world a little bit brighter, right? Our little bulb a little brighter. I don't know. Is that the expression? You guys get what I'm saying. So guys, that's my challenge for you guys today, is do a good deed and help somebody, whether it be a stranger or somebody you love. Help them, tell them you love them, connect with them, and appreciate your experiences. Experiences are so huge, and that's what I want to share with you guys today. So I hope it wasn't too much of an overshare, even though it clearly was. But I hope you were able to learn a little bit more about me, and I guess that's going to be it, guys. So take care.